Well, I define presence as the ability to connect with and inspire others. And if it's not what you might think of first when you think about presence, because often we believe presence is how we speak. Are we authoritative enough? Is our demeanor powerful enough? But when we think about why we care about presence, it's because we want to connect with other people. And so when we think about it in terms of connection, there's a lot of different ways to have presence, right? We can be an introvert, we can be an extrovert, we can be reserved, we can be outgoing, we can be a senior leader, we can be a new leader, we can not be a leader at all, and still really project a strong and powerful presence. The Inspire Path is a guide to having more inspirational conversations. So it allows people to create a space for people to be inspired. If you think about it, we can't inspire someone by force. We have to actually create conditions for them to be inspired. People choose to be inspired for themselves. So the Inspire Path creates an avenue for people to create those inspiring conversations. Well, first they have to want to change their presence and really want to work on it. That's the first place to start. But once they're there are 3 areas that I recommend in the Power of Presence that people think about in terms of how they might act upon their presence. The first one is being more intentional. And that's really being clear about what kind of leader that you want to be. How do you want to show up? And then making sure that your actions are in alignment with that intention. The second one is making stronger individual connections, building trust with others, really communicating empathy, creating that connection that's a human-to-human connection versus a level-to-level connection. And the final one is being more inspirational and thinking about all the opportunities you have in your day, whether it's a routine meeting or a one-on-one meeting with someone else, or even a hallway conversation where you can really try to reach out and seek to inspire the other person versus just exchange information. Well, there are so many misperceptions that I found in my research about what is actually inspiring. It's almost as if there's a gap between what we think is inspiring versus what we experience as inspiring. So for example, if I say, name an inspirational leader, you might think of someone who has a big personality, who is a great speaker, who's really, their ideas are really bold or challenging. But in my research, when I asked who inspired you, the number one quality was that they were a great listener. That they were able to create a real space for someone else to communicate with them and bring their own ideas into the mix.